Morning traders, and this is your Aussie South African top 40 day trade setup for today. So my gut telling me yesterday to stay out of the market was probably a good thing. I had a massive move down though, but it wasn't really off a level. So for me at this stage, still in two minds, and I think the thing that we need to just, wrong, I want that, I want a channel, yeah. So at this stage, that is what we're in. We're in a channel, and there's one or two things going to happen. It's either we're going to continue in this channel to the upside, or this is the indication that we are now going to turn to the downside. But what happened in the first part of this channel, and then immediately reversed. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so this is really just consolidation, and it is confusion as well. Last thing that I just want to highlight here as well is we turned off the 50%, it's fine. We have the 60% here, and what I want to do is just ascertain whether that is an option. So it's not really an option. We have measured move that's quite far down. So let's just put that in there. I don't see anything in this area. And let's just delete some of the noise and move down. What you'll see here now is you'll see we have a bit of a double top. Top. Okay, no diversions or anything to write home about, but there is my neckline for my top. Top, second top, there's my neckline. Okay, and we've broken through that, and we're on the bottom of the channel. So if I just put that level in, so there's my double top. Okay, if I move that down there, put that target in there, and look to the left, it lines up with this gap or the previous low, and there is a bit of an inside bar. Oh, there's a couple. There's one there, there's two, there's three. So there is something there. So that does make a bit of sense to pull down all the way to this area of 50979. What I'm going to do is just get down to the 1 hour. Now in the 1 hour you can see fairly clearly we've had a lot of volatility, and now what we have is we've broken through. Okay, now just going to tidy this up because there's another little scenario on the hour, which is what I'm kind of interested in at the moment, which is that. Okay, so we have strong move down, and then we've got this consolidation, or the start of a rounding bottom. Okay, so there's no levels at the moment that we can really worry about. I suppose this is the one that we're at the moment, which is our inside bar there. That's where we are now, and you can see quite a bit of interaction at this level. There's another one, there's another one. So you'd expect a bit of a bounce here, but I think what I want to do at the moment is just have a quick look. 1388 is the rand, nothing there. The US futures, the US markets yesterday, watching the Dow was down, but S&P was up and the Nasdaq was up. 10 cents at the moment is up almost 2%. So I'm almost would expect that we're going to bounce. And if you look at the oscillators at the moment, that is looking like it is the truth. So is this a big double bottom, or is this just a big range? So we do have the oscillator script to downside. We do have diversions here as well. And now when I come to the half hour, and the half hour gives me a different picture because there is no diversions on the moving averages. And we still have a bit of a wedge, not a tidy wedge, but a grouping of oscillators, but no other signal that we need to worry about. Okay, first things first now. Our closing range strategy yesterday would have been a fail to the upside. Our range target was pretty much this previous high, and we didn't even get there. We got to the 161.8 extension and then bailed. Okay, we did sort of hit the first range target, second range target, third range target would be here, fourth range target here. So it failed to the one side, but it did happen to the other side. But again, this is what's been happening quite a bit the last week, and actually most of this month, is we keep getting the failure of these breakouts. Okay, so what am I expecting? Good question, I suppose. I suspect that this trend line here is definitely something to look at. We're probably going to get a gap up. How high that gap is, I'm a little bit unsure. But ideally what I'd like to see is maybe a gap up, test this breakout here, come back, form a base here, and then start climbing and turn this whole structure into a range. So there, and let's take that level there. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm expecting at the moment, is to see a bit of a turn, and most of the time frames are indicating that that is what's looking like it's going to happen. If I look at the 12, we've got an even smaller range here at the close. So I'd expect a bounce up, pull back, test. So either come back and test something around here, so close a gap or something like that, or give us a gap, run away, come back, test this area here, which is 51,687 or 51,687, sorry, and then rally to the upside. If we do break below the low of yesterday, which is 51511, then I would expect that range breakout target to take place. Okay, so this is crunch time at the moment now, but if I just tidy this up at the moment, that's actually my break there. You can see there's my trend line, my low, higher low, higher low. And this was our breakout of that trend line. So yeah, so I do expect some sort of a rally, but looking at all the oscillators, looking at moving averages, looking at the whole picture, there's a couple of scenarios that could play out. So for me, not entirely comfortable. So it'll be small time frames if I'm trading this, and not looking for a short here. I want to see a pullback, maybe even as high as the 200 moving averages. Let's put a level in there. Remember, I'm working on the hour now, so there's the 200 moving averages are grouped together at the moment. So expect a bit of a rally up and then another move down. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm expecting at the moment, and I think my bias is to this breakout here happening. So gap up, then Europe opens, and then a move to the downside. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for, waiting for the pullback and then looking to get in short, and probably, in all honesty, around the 200 EMA or 200 SMA here, which is 51858, 51850. Okay, that's my move for today. I'm not 100% convinced with it. I think we are still very messy in a range, so anything's possible. Could shoot through this and come all the way up to the top as well. Could even come up and test that breakout there. I mean, the range target would pretty much be somewhere in this area here. So even as high as 51958. Okay. So anyway, guys, that's my view for today. It's still very messy, not something that I'm really keen to trade at the moment. Anyway, I hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Just keep those stops really tight. Cheers for now.